Hello and welcome to Veggie Patch Ideas, and today it is all about the homemade weed killer. Let's save you some money and get it right. So let's go through the ingredients first. You'll need a spray bottle, just an empty one, and these you can pick up as cheap as chips, or you can just use a spray bottle that you already have. Just make sure it has that screw lid and you're good to go. The next thing you need is washing up liquid. Any will do, cheap, cheerful, whatever. And then table salt, and we all have these items in our house. The only thing you may need to buy is white vinegar. Now this is distilled white vinegar, and this sits at around 5%. The difference between white vinegar and distilled white vinegar: the distilled white vinegar is a little less strong, so it's not as strong and it won't rip through those weeds as fast. But the white vinegar, it starts anywhere from 8 to 13%. The distilled is from 5 to 8%. They all work. Don't get too confused about it. So when you're in the shop looking, which one do I buy? Any will do. And the way I see it, go for the cheapest and it'll do the same job. Now the process couldn't be simpler. Take the lid off, and I've got a little funnel and it's a tiny funnel. I could have gone bigger and I should have, but let's remove the lid. And oh, this is going to take a while. Just pour it all in. Now the next thing we need a tablespoon and a half of salt. So here's your tablespoon. And my little funnel doesn't work for the salt, so doesn't have to be that accurate, but that's about a tablespoon and a half. And then the same quantity of washing up liquid. Now this is just to make it stick to the leaves, so you don't have to go too accurate, just that'll do. If you were measuring it, it would be a tablespoon like this, and that's all you need. Pop the lid on and we'll shake it up. Watch your eyes. Now this is ready to go. So we're going to test this against pretty much every weed, and let's start with a good old nemesis, bindweed. We'll give that a soak and we'll leave it to its own devices and see what happens. Now the thing I have most problem with are these little tufts of grass. We'll try it on these and we'll see where we go. Now a good rule of thumb is to wait until you've got a few dry days back to back, and that will just help this stuff work. If you do it before a rain shower, then of course whatever you put on them, it's not gonna kill them. So a couple of dry days and let the magic happen. Now I've pretty much sprayed this on every weed in the allotment. At home, this is where I need it most, because my block paving looks like an absolute mess at the minute. We'll take it back and we'll get firing this around the block paving and see what happens. And hopefully this will give you conclusive evidence that this is the way forward. Okay, so this is the floor after just a few days. It hasn't all gone, but it has died back, and this is on the lowest formula setting of 5% distilled. And as always at Veggie Patch Ideas, we like learning from each other and this recipe was brought to you from my father. So it's a massive thumbs up, Dad. Well done. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.